Hi, I'm Martin Lindsay from the Studying Learning Centre at RMIT University. This is a short movie on converting between fractions and decimals. Let's start by converting a decimal into a fraction. Here's the decimal 0.455. The first thing to notice about this decimal is that there are 3 digits after the decimal point. The first digit is the 10th, the second digit the 100th, and the third digit is the 1000th. It's the third digit you look at because the 1000th is the number that you place on the bottom of the fraction. In other words, what goes on the bottom of this fraction is 1000. What goes on the top is the decimal without the decimal point. In other words, it's 455. So 0.455 as a fraction is 455 over 1000. Now you look to see if anything cancels top and bottom. And as you can see here, you can divide both top and bottom by 5. 5s into the top goes 91. 5s into 1000 goes 200. So 0.455 as a fraction is 91 over 200. Now let's look at a whole number decimal. Here's the decimal 3.75. As before, look at the digits. The first digit before the decimal point is a 1. The digit after the decimal point is a 10th. The second digit is the 100th. Concentrate on that last digit, which is a 100th. In other words, the denominator of your fraction will be 100. The top of the fraction will be the decimal without the decimal point. In other words, 375. So 3.75 is 375 over 100. Now look to see if anything cancels, and as you can see, 5s will divide into both top and bottom, 75 and 20. But also notice that 75 over 20 will cancel again. Again, 5 will divide into both top and bottom, giving us 15 over 4. Turn that improper fraction into a mixed fraction. In other words, 15 over 4 is 3 3/4. So 3.75 as a decimal is 3 3/4 as a fraction. Now let's convert a fraction into a decimal. Here's the fraction 2 3/8. The first thing we do is to convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. So 2 3/8 is 19 over 8. 19 over 8 means 19 divided by 8. So when we turn it into a decimal, we have to use the process as shown. Notice that the 8 goes outside of the division and the 19 goes inside. So now we carry out the division. 8 into 19 goes 2 times. Notice here we have 2 times with a remainder of 3. Now if there's a remainder, then we have to place a decimal point and zeros after that decimal point. So carrying on, because we remainder 3, we place the 3 next to the 0, so the number becomes 30. So we divide 8 into 30, goes 3 times, 3 8s are 24, remainder 6. Place the 6 next to the 0. The number is now 60. 8s into 60 goes 7, 8 7s are 56, remainder 4. So the new number is 40. 8 into 40 goes 5 times exactly. Notice we keep going until we do not have a remainder. So our fraction 2 3/8 is 2.375 as a decimal. Now do some questions for yourself. The answers to these questions are on the next slide. Thanks for watching this short movie.